Hi all, this is Mrs. Osmer. If you've made it to this point, obviously you've figured out how to log into Moodle, so congratulations for that. Now that you're here, I'd like to show you 4 things that will make Moodle easier for you. Very useful features. Those 4 features are learning to dock the blocks or docking the blocks. I'd like you to overview the content of the site. I'd also like you to learn how to use the calendar. That's where we'll be scheduling our speeches. And I would like you to use the blog or the blogging feature. First, let's learn how to dock the blocks. This is what your site should look like, something like this. And you'll notice that over on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, there are areas that are labeled navigation, setting, latest news, search forums, upcoming events. Sometimes that gets a little busy on this site, so if you will take your cursor up to, in any one of the blocks, up to where there's a little negative sign, a small rectangle, and then a larger rectangle, and click on that larger rectangle, and this will dock those blocks of text off here to the side. You can still get them. For instance, here's our settings. I just have to come back and click on that again to have it reappear. But you may choose what you want to have showing on your site. Every person gets to customize it to their own. Now let's just take a look at the site in general. I'd like you to kind of take a look through. This first block is just the introductory block called Public Communication. This is where you found this video. This is also where my contact information is. This is where the Bloginator is, which we'll talk about in just a minute. And then you'll see some other blocks like presentation programs, short speeches, longer research speeches, etc. Let's look at the short speeches. These are some of the speeches that you're going to choose from when you choose your short speech for this first 10 weeks. For instance, there's graduation speeches, acceptance speeches, campaign speeches. Let's look at the acceptance speech. I'm going to click on that. And this will tell you a little bit about what an acceptance speech is, your procedure for making an acceptance speech. There's also some examples down here that you can click into on YouTube to see what acceptance speeches look like. Also important in that block is the rubric for short speeches. If you click on that, this is the rubric that I'm going to use to grade you. Let me make that a little bit larger. So this is something you're probably going to want to take a look at before you actually make that speech. The third thing I want you to take a look at is over on the right-hand side of the screen. It's called Upcoming Events. This is actually the calendar for this class. You can click into the calendar, and this will show you what is coming up on our calendar. For instance, I'm writing this today and our Moodle training is tomorrow. This says Phineas and Ferb are giving a graduation speech. I don't have anything scheduled for students yet, but this is where your name will show up with the date when you will be making your speeches. Finally, I want you to be aware of how to use our classroom blog. On the very top of the page, in the first block, you will see something that's called the Bloginator. Click on that, and I will have already started some discussions. In this case, I figured out how to use Moodle. You'll click on that, and you will see my initial, or what we call the parent message up at the top. At the bottom of my message, you'll see Edit, Delete, and Reply. You will hit the Reply, and then you can go ahead and write your reply in the box, and then make sure to scroll down and click on the Post to Forum. This is what I want you to do now. If you have watched this video and you understand and have practiced these 4 things that we have learned, I'd like you to post to the forum that you did it and send it to me. Whenever you send a message to the forum, it is time stamped. I'll know what date and what time you send it to me and who sent it to me. So this is your assignment. I'd like everybody to post, and as soon as I see that come through on the forum, I will give you those 5 points that you deserve. Thanks. If you have any other questions, or if you've had trouble accessing any of this information, make sure and stop in and let me know so that I can help you. Ask someone else in the class who's been successful with this. Maybe they can help you with it. But don't let it slide. If you aren't able to do this, make sure that you let me know so that we can get it done. Thanks.